I've had the opportunity to be a guest artist at Artisan Makers twice. The first time I showed a series called the Barbershop Series, and that was inspired by visits to barbershops in Maryland and also in Washington, D.C. Examples of that series are here and here. I also showed a series called the Angel Can series, and those are works that were made from cans, spice cans or coffee cans, or the body. The wings and the head are made out of wood. Sometimes I used Old Bay cans, such as this piece here. The body is an Old Bay can, the wings and head are wood, and the head comes off. It's a container. The second time I exhibited at Artisan Makers, I showed a series called Future Voters, and that was inspired by young people who are experiencing the elections going on right now and maybe not understanding some things like why it's illegal to pass out water or food while waiting in line to vote. They may not understand these things now, but they might reflect on it later on when they become eligible to vote. Examples of pieces from that series, which is ongoing, are here and here. I work in series.
Hi, my name is Laurel Lukaszewski, and my show at Artisan Makers Gallery is Gardens of Desire. It is a ceramic exhibition of both figurative and functional work, using both porcelain and black stoneware.
Hi, I'm David Amoroso, and I've been fortunate to exhibit at Artisan Makers Studios several times over the years. My very first exhibit there was a tribute to Frida Kahlo, and it featured about 24 portraits I had created of her. I did another exhibit entitled Raised by TV, and it was all images of TV icons from the 70s. What I really enjoyed about that exhibit is that it was really playful, a little bit less serious than many other exhibits you might see, and it really gave us an opportunity to sort of play and have fun and remember, I think, some really great iconic moments in TV. Most recently, I did an exhibit entitled Top of the Pops, and it featured all music icons that I grew up with and still appreciate.
My favorite part of exhibiting at AMN was not only being able to share my works with people I've never met before, but also being able to pop in and visit artists who are working in their own studios. A&M is a hotbed of creativity with artists working in a variety of mediums, and being in that space with my exhibit and also being able to visit other artists, that was a really good, rich exchange. I enjoyed that.
My favorite part of exhibiting at Artisan Makers Studios has been just the wonderful people I've met, both guests coming into the gallery and also the artists who work here on a daily basis. I've had some really wonderful conversations and have really enjoyed telling them about my work and also learning a lot about theirs. It's a great community and a great environment to both show my work, and I think for the people who are here to make their work and then also to share what they're doing with others. So it's been a pleasure.
My favorite part of working with Artisan Makers Studios, honestly, is all the artists there. I've met so many great people there who have honestly been a source of inspiration and collaboration and even support over the years, especially Judith HeartSong. I have to say she's really been a really strong advocate for all of the artists there, as well as me over the years.
My work is best described as assemblage if you're French, or collage. I work on wood because that gives me a stronger foundation than painting on canvas, which is what I used to do. But I got to a point where as I'm using the canvas, I was cutting and scraping and burning and adding pieces to it and needed a stronger foundation. So wood actually works for me. This is an example of a smaller piece. This is from the Rainbow Keeper series, and you can see that I've added things here, buttons and glass pieces. I've shaped the wood using power tools, and this is how I work with all of my pieces, with the larger works as well. I work in series because that gives me an opportunity to explore an idea and just to see how many ways I can go about expressing an idea. I'm interested in telling a story, but I'm not interested in there being just one story. In fact, many times I like to eavesdrop in a gallery just to hear what people are saying about the work without them knowing that I'm the artist. And when you get the unfiltered conversation, that's when you get some rich stuff.
To tell you a little bit more about my work, I work with clay. I typically use a white porcelain, it's an English Laurel porcelain, and a black stoneware. The rabbits behind me are made with the black stoneware. I hand build them, and the white decoration on them is porcelain slip. So it's basically I'm drawing with liquid porcelain on the surface of the clay, and then I fire it once up to cone 6. My blue and white pieces are porcelain, and then I do the decorations in underglaze, whether it's a black underglaze like this where it's matte and shiny, or a blue and white like this, which is porcelain, and I hand paint and hand draw all of the designs on the pieces themselves. So it's a lot of fun. I love working with clay, and I really have enjoyed this experience sharing it with everyone.
Regarding my work, I'd have to say it's pop art. My background was in photography, and so I work from photos a lot of the time. If I'm not working from photos I've created, I always choose images that look like photos I could have taken had I had the opportunity. I really like clean lines and sort of a clear graphic approach to the way I paint, and honestly, I can't think of any other way to do it. I think there are other artists that have more of a painterly style, and I think a lot of my style would be technique more than